On a quiet October night in 1973, two fishermen in Pascagoula, Mississippi, encountered something that would haunt them forever. Charles Hickson and Calvin Parker were fishing peacefully when a strange, glowing craft descended from the sky. A big light came out of the clouds, Parker recalled. It was a blinding light. It was hard to tell with the lights so bright, but it looked like it was shaped like a football. I would say, just estimating, it was about 80 foot. It made very little sound. It was just a hissing noise. The object hovered silently above the water, emitting an eerie blue light that illuminated the entire riverbank. Parker then claimed that 3 legless creatures floated out of the vessel toward him. He described all 3 as having mitten-shaped claws. While one was necklace and grey, the other appeared to be more feminine. When one of them tried to wrap its hands around Parker's neck, his natural response of fear oddly subsided. I think they injected us with something to calm us. I was kind of numb and went along with the program. The beings had no visible eyes, only pale, wrinkled skin, and moved without touching the ground. Both men were completely paralyzed, unable to move or scream as the creatures approached them. The creatures grabbed both men and floated them effortlessly inside the hovering craft above. Inside, the craft was brilliantly lit with smooth white walls and a clinical, sterile atmosphere. Charles Hickson recalled being examined by a floating mechanical eye that scanned his entire body. Calvin Parker was so overwhelmed with terror that he lost consciousness during the entire ordeal. After what felt like an eternity, both men were returned safely to the riverbank below. Shaken and trembling, they sat in their car for hours before finding the courage to report it. They first called a local Air Force base, then bravely walked into the Pascagoula Sheriff's Office. Investigators secretly recorded the men when left alone, hoping to catch them fabricating the story. Instead, the recordings revealed genuine terror, with both men trembling and praying in absolute fear. Jesus Christ, God have mercy, I thought I'd been through enough of hell on this earth, and now I've got to go through something like this, said Hickson to Parker. But they could have, I guess they could have harmed us, son. They had us. They could have done anything to us. Lie detector tests were administered, and both men passed, confirming they believed every word they said. The Pascagoula case became one of the most credible and chilling alien abduction stories ever documented. Decades later, Calvin Parker published his account, insisting every terrifying detail of that night was absolutely real. Tinfoil Taco Truck is diving into the UFO files. Like and subscribe for more content and podcast.